I tried to get my daughter to be like the um, person to do the interview, but she turned out to do something else. And I wanted to, keep going since things are really still fresh in my mind. But this video or this episode is the topic of this one, or is labeled as how I dealt with the death of or I'm still dealing with the death of my mom or their grandmom. Um, Sometimes I still catch myself, thinking it's unbelievable. But just as I say, no sooner as you know, as you may be born to this world, everyone else everyone is turning out to be have to leave this world just as well. But you never thought someone close like that. You see everything happen to everybody else, but when it happens to you, it hits home. It hits close to home, and it is home. It's hard, but it's really hard in dealing with up until how it happened. It's even though my mom passed away because of health reasons, some things I felt that it can happen. What should have happened, she would have probably been here a little bit longer. But you will never experience the hurt because me and my mom, my brother and sister, we all had a loving relationship, and losing your mom seemed like the one of the hardest things. Unless you're gonna bury your child, I don't want to deal with that right now. But losing your mom is one of the hardest things I ever went through in my life, just for because my mom was there for me for everything. When I graduated from Head Start, my mom was there. When I graduated from um, middle school, my mom was there. When I graduated from high school, my mom was there. Basic training, military, my mom was there. Graduated from college, my mom was there. The birth of my kids, my mom was there. And any other momentous occasion, my mom was there. Any awards that I got, I dedicated to her. When I got my high school diploma, my college degrees, anything like any rewards, any medals I got, I gave it to my mom because she was a part of it as well. I remember I wanted to play football. My mom said, "Nah, I'm just happy to sign you up for the military." Because I ended up going to the military right at the high school, but I already signed up for the military in my junior year of high school. So I already knew where I was going after I graduated high school. I had to get away from here because I was still, living down here in the country. So that's how I dealt with it at that point. But when it comes back to the death of my mom, man, that thing hurts a lot because look what she did in my life to make me who I am, man. And some of the hurtest feels I ever had right before she passed away was when she was in the hospital ICU. You had to walk up there and see her in those hooked up to those machines, and can't don't have an answer to it. And sometimes if my mom was able to speak, she would have said, "What's wrong with me?" I mean, you feel different. You feel hurt. You feel tight to tell her you're not gonna be here much longer. You about to pass away or about to die or whatever. And you can't put no more pain on her more than that she already going through. That was one of the most hurt things because you see her laying there, but you can't do nothing to prevent it. You can't do nothing to help her. You can't do anything to protect her. So it was just let the Lord sit back and had to wait until let the Lord, do His will. And individuals came in there. 9 times out of 10, I don't see too many people gone have came out of it, but 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, whenever your family members or whomever sign paperwork to put you in hospice, you pretty much kind of like, sign to let let it go. You don't want that person to be, only thing they can do is to make that individual comfortable. You don't want them to die or pass away in pain. So the only thing they can do is medicate her to let her last moments here on earth be as comfortable as possibly can. So that's one of the hurtest things that and my brother, my brother, and my sister had to make that decision. So my brother was driving. My brother drives trucks. He lived out of town anyway, and we had to do it on like a Zoom call or speakerphone or whatever. So we had to do that, make the decision to do that. So it was me and my sister have really made that decision because we are only other siblings or kids that she had. So we had to make that decision. And once we got back home that we got the call said, hey, things changed. Things has changed. You got to come back up there. And once we walked in the room, we knew she was passed away. She passed away knowing that we were there. She was able to speak and she knew who we were. And her last moments, you can tell that her life was gone. And you can tell because her eyes was closed, she still had tears in her eyes. So she didn't want to leave us. And definitely we wouldn't want her to leave us, But that's the way life goes, man. I don't know, man. It's something you never can get over it, but you just got to go through it. After that, then the funeral arrangements and everything like that. To this day, man, it's been almost 2 years now. I still feel just as fresh as it would have happened yesterday. So I'm still dealing with that. But the way I go through it, I don't know how necessarily how my brother and my sister go through it. The way I go through with it, as I live my life as if she was still here. I make decisions thinking what she would think or what would she want me to do. I make sure the kids are taken care of because she always said, make sure you take care of them children now. So I make sure her grandkids are taken care of. I try to be there as much as I can because I'm there for them as a father and I'm there as a representative of my mom. So if I'm blessed enough to be in a situation and I'm praying things goes well for me as far as my military benefits, I want to be able to take care of them a whole lot more than I am now, and being able to afford them, more finances through that. I want to be able to create a bigger atmosphere as far as living arrangements because of that. Because I want to do all of that in my life, in my lifetime, to honor my mom. So I hope everything is done. You know, hopefully God see fit that things can go my way in that time where the decision has to be made as far as uh, things being approved for my VA benefits goes, so that I can keep on honoring my mom in her passing. So that's one way I am dealing with the passing of my mom.